Hi, my name is Tiffany Thomas, conducting an interview for Mr. Sir McNation. My shadows are Sasha Carberry, Taya Cancer, and Dr. Silence, the pharmacist. First things first, I'm going to ask you to throw up your macros for me. Thank you so much. So you do need to go and fix the spelling, but everything is in order, so you can do that when we're done. First, I'm going to go over the HP rules with you, then the MD rules, and then the RP rules. Then we're going to do some questions, and then we can wrap it up. First HP rule: do not resuscitate patients in streets around the hospital, PVB territory zones, or Army base. No attending PVP territory without a rank 7 or above. Do not treat patients with weapons drawn. Do not stand or style on the main lobby floor. Do not stand on any back bush or surround the hospital areas to chill or take breaks. Ride around in the city or the floor too if unoccupied, or the cafeteria instead. Do not go AFK while on duty. The punishment is a 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. Do not be disrespectful to patients or colleagues. Punishment is immediate dismissal. No combat fighting whatsoever. Break away and run if you cannot. / help RP. The desk rules. There are 2 staff per desk in rank order from brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 medics may line up in the hallway in the same rank order: brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. If you are waiting on a med restock, if it's over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If it's under 5 minutes, you can wait in the cafeteria. Only rank 6 and above can enter in through the front door, and only rank 7 and above can enter through the front parking lot. You do not ever spawn the bus without DCP or CP permission. Radio checks are mandatory. You must respond using the 10-4 copy macro. We're going to go to the MD rules. MD1, refusal to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations when armed players are present at the scene. The punishment is 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations. Selling medication and resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. The punishment for that will be 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. The punishment will be from 1 warning to 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. That punishment is 1 warning from the faction leader. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. Punishment 1 reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of the faction leadership. MD 4.2, noncompliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. That punishment is 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without an RP reason. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. MD5, use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. MD6, criminal activity. Intentionally associating with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. That punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. That punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. The punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital. Issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. That punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. Any questions?
No questions. I'm reading right alongside you.
Got it. I love that. Last but not least, RP rules. RP 13, NRP faction actions, violating RP conduct within a faction, including the unwarranted release of players from jail. The punishment will be dismissal from the faction and or 30 minutes in jail up to a 3-day account ban. RP 14, sexual harassment. Any form of sexual action, including simulation and explicit dialogue or actions, the use of ethnic and or LGBTQIA slurs, stalking other players or excessive verbal detail and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with the prior consent of all participating individuals. Such actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, job zones, parking lots, etc. That punishment is going to be a 60-minute mute of voice and text chat or an account ban ranging from 24 hours to 30 days. RP 15, provocation of faction members, intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent to disrupt the faction's operations, 30 minutes in jail. Hey. RP 16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts committed against emergency medical personnel, punishment from 90 minutes in jail to a 12-hour account ban. Now, we are going to ask a couple questions. If you see Dr. Silence shot outside of the hospital and he's asking you to pick him up, what do you do?
No revives by the hospital.
Exactly. How do you deal with difficult coworkers?
Report.
Record and report. Make sure that body cam is on always, because that's very important, especially if you actually want something to be done about it. Just look at it as if you need to catch it on camera, or we don't know if it happened or not. Third question. What day of the week do you spawn the bus?
Don't you need permission to spawn the bus?
Correct, from DCP or PD. Yes. Okay. Taya.
She went downstairs. Let's feel like she brought up. She'll be. She said she come back later.
Okay. So another question I'm gonna ask you. Why is the chain of command important? Why is following the chain of command important?
So that we have order and structure throughout the whole system.
Yes, I agree. The chain of command is important because there's certain levels that
Hold on, can I get John two to go downstairs, please? We're in the middle of an interview.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, sorry about that. The chain of command would be important because as you rank up, and you keep going, advancing to your different scrub colors, everybody has more responsibility. So let's say if you needed help getting your Discord set up or whatever, you will go to like a brown or maroon scrub. They will make sure that your Discord is together. If I needed help with a question, I'm going to go to Dr. Silence.
Doctor, I don't mean to interrupt at all, honestly. There's a guy downstairs, he's one of our own. His name is Rich Fraud. He's just meowing and spamming noises through his microphone and just doing the most. Even civilians are annoyed. Our own coworkers can't even hear ourselves think or talk. We need some help, please.
It's another like 6 downstairs. He got it taken care of now. He on the way down now.
All right, thank you so much. It's just crazy for real. Everybody's getting mad down there. It's a mess.
I don't know how to edit this, Dr. Silence. I don't think I'm able to do this.
I understand, cause I know you don't want to start all over either.
I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna cut that video at the third question, and then we're gonna just start from question 4.
All right.
Other than that, we're gonna have to do it all over, and I don't understand.